Seven Little Johnstons, will TLC give Liz and Brice their own spin-off? Now that the Seven Little Johnstons kids are all adults and living their lives, many fans wonder if TLC will start giving them spin-offs. More specifically, fans recently discussed the possibility of a Liz Johnston and Brice Bolden spin-off now that they officially have baby Leighton Bolden. So what do viewers have to say? As Seven Little Johnstons fans have seen, even before Leighton's arrival, Brice and Liz had no shortage of drama. All last season, TLC had a goldmine of storylines, between Brice and Liz splitting up, getting back together, and then announcing that they were expecting. This season, Seven Little Johnstons scenes featuring these two have been all about Liz and Brice adjusting to being parents and adjusting to taking care of a newborn. Even though they have a lot of extra pairs of hands to help, it's still a lot to deal with, especially for two young people who are new to parenthood. One of the big questions that a lot of Seven Little Johnstons fans have is whether or not TLC would give Brice and Liz their own spin-off, particularly now that they have Leighton in the fold. Many fans are tired of the current format that the show has, and many would love nothing more than to see less of Amber Johnston. However, even if TLC did hypothetically give these two new parents their own spin-off, with a focus on Leighton, it's almost guaranteed that Amber would find some way to insert herself into the storyline. Fans see it already in season 15 scenes, so it would more than likely be more of the same in that regard. On the subject of a potential Liz Johnston and Brice Bolden, Seven Little Johnstons spin-off with baby Leighton, fans had a lot to say recently, with most of it being not very positive. One commenter said, "For what? Nothing much going on. To watch her control/belittle Brice some more as he's learning along with her? I've only saw the first 2 episodes, that was enough for me. Lol, at least the baby is over 1 year now. I'm sure it's better now." Another person chimed in, saying, "No, but I would watch one with Anna and her bestie. I feel like they have so much fun when away from the family." A third person said, "Same, I would definitely watch Anna. And I would actually like to see Brice alone and cameos of Liz, but that will never happen. And the problem with Liz and Brice, it will include Amber, because Amber simply will not let them be on alone. In contrast, Amber would not interfere with Anna because she can't." What do you think of the idea of Liz and Brice having their own spin-off? Would you watch it? Let us know in the comments below. Seven Little Johnstons fans never seem to run out of reasons to throw Amber Johnston under the bus. Based on recent scenes, viewers had even more ammunition to use against her. So what did fans have to say recently about why Amber is a hypocrite? No matter what is going on with the Seven Little Johnstons family, whether they are filming for TLC or doing something off-camera, fans have pointed out for years how Amber Johnston always has to put herself in the middle of the action. The way Seven Little Johnstons fans see it, no matter what is going on, even if it's a situation between Liz Johnston and Brice Bolden, Amber always seems to find a way to make the situation about her. After so many years of watching this play out, the vast majority of viewers are fed up. In recent Seven Little Johnstons season 15 scenes, fans saw that Liz was struggling with the reality that she would have to go back to work after being on maternity leave with Leighton. The way the viewers saw it, instead of being supportive and sympathetic to how Liz was feeling, Amber Johnston all but pushed her out the door. Seven Little Johnstons fans also drew attention to a previous quote from Amber Johnston, where she talked about being a stay-at-home mom. The quote in question from Amber is, "You know, when Jonah and Elizabeth were born, they did not go to daycare. I stayed at home, but there was times where I would have to leave one of them. And it's super hard because as a mom, nobody else can do it like you, and nobody can do it as good as you." This above quote from Amber is in stark contrast to the way that Amber seems to be pushing Liz to get back to work in current Seven Little Johnstons scenes. Trent volunteered to help watch baby Leighton while Liz and Brice are working. However, Trent is also dealing with vertigo and other things related to the shrinking brain. Either way, 7 Little Johnstons fans were quick to drag Amber across the coals, and they really let her have it. One commenter said, "Amber seemed so happy to send Liz to work. No compassion. No, you can stay home with the baby longer because you live with us. Nothing but her normal smug fave." Another commenter chimed in, adding, "One thing that bothered me about that scene was that Amber made it all about herself. Liz was obviously experiencing some very hard emotions about leaving her child so soon. It wasn't that she was worried that the baby wouldn't be okay, it was that she couldn't be there. But Amber kept saying, 'I've got it, she'll be fine, I've got it.' What should have happened was Amber hugging her child and recognizing the difficulty she was going through in that moment. Now, that was probably a reenactment of how it went down, and you could still see the pain that Liz was feeling. I can only imagine what it was really like when she truly was leaving her child for the first time." The noted TLC show 7 Little Johnstons has come a long way since its premiere in 2015. After so many years of being on TV, the Johnston family has undergone many changes. For instance, most of the kids have grown up and moved out of their household. At the same time, some Johnston siblings are also focused on expanding their family. That's because Brice and Liz announced their pregnancy. Because of this, the fanbase has been curious once again. They are all eager to know if their baby will also be born with dwarfism or not. Things have been quite joyous and celebratory for Brice Bolden and Liz Johnson. The couple had been in a relationship for many years. The 7 Little Johnstons stars shocked everyone by mentioning that they will soon be welcoming their first baby. Well, they were successful in hiding this news for a long time. That's because Liz's due date is in November, and she announced her pregnancy in October. Because of this, fans are curious if the little one will have dwarfism or not. Apart from Liz, her whole family, including her parents and siblings, have achondroplasia, a condition under dwarfism that affects limb proportions. Longtime viewers must also know how Alex, Emma, and Anna are adopted, while Jonah and Liz are Trent and Amber's own biological kids. While Liz has not hinted if she knows her baby will also have dwarfism or not, studies say parents can find out about it in the later stages of ultrasound. So there is a 50% chance the baby will have the same condition as their mother. But so far, Liz has not yet revealed many details about her future baby. Moreover, her father, Trent Johnston, comes from a family that has a history of dwarfism. On the other hand, the opposite was the case for Amber. This means that her extended family didn't have anyone else with dwarfism, just her. At first, the 7 Little Johnstons fan base thought Brice and Liz's relationship had hit a rocky road. It happened when they saw the couple bickering about their issues in the previous seasons. They also put their plans of moving together on hold. Hence, everyone thought they would break up soon. Soon, Brice and Liz also went silent on social media. This meant that they stopped posting pictures with each other. So there were speculations that the couple had already broken up, and fans will get to see it all unfold in the upcoming seasons. But that wasn't the case. At last, Liz and Brice finally fessed up to one of the biggest secrets they had been keeping. They made the announcement with a pregnancy announcement photo shoot. Their baby is due in November 2023, and they made the announcement in October. It was a joyous reveal for the fans as they realized all was well. Apart from Liz and Brice, Emma and grandparents Trent and Amber have also expressed excitement for the future baby. Are you excited about this new addition to the 7 Little Johnstons family? Let us know in the comments below. Amber and Trent Johnstons have come off as quite strict and conservative when it boils down to their parenting. It has been almost a decade since they became familiar faces in the reality TV world. Many a time, 7 Little Johnstons fans complain that they are unfair to their kids. Lately, Liz and Brice are expecting their first baby. they have been wondering how Trent and Amber feel about this major milestone in their life. Fans must remember how Trent was against Liz moving in with her partner. Hence, their pregnancy is an even bigger deal than that. Well, Amber and Trent have finally reacted to this big news. Fans have been eager to know how they feel about this announcement. So, what did they have to say? Out of all the parents TLC has featured in the reality shows, Amber and Trent have been the strictest. Over the years, they have had super stern rules for their kids as they grew up in their household. While they have been okay with their kids having partners, the latter have had lots of strict rules to follow while dating. Amidst all this, Liz Johnson and Brice are ready to take on new responsibilities as parents. That's because they just announced their pregnancy, and the 7 Little Johnstons fanbase has gone into a frenzy. So they have also been curious about Trent and Amber's reaction to this. Trent and Amber took to their Facebook handles to share wholesome pictures of their daughter, Liz, and her boyfriend, Brice. In it, they expressed feeling a sense of excitement as they were going to become Lolly and Papa. These are presumably the nicknames they have chosen for themselves that they would want the baby to call them. At first, fans thought that the 7 Little Johnstons' parents must be really upset at Liz for getting pregnant at such a young age. But that doesn't seem to be the case. They most likely had a change of heart after finding out about Elizabeth's pregnancy. 7 Little Johnstons fans are extremely excited to meet Liz and Brice's new baby in the fall of this year. They have also been curious to know how their large family reacted to the news. While we know Trent and Amber are as excited as ever for this new change, another member feels the same way. Well, it is none other than Emma Johnston. She took to her Instagram to share lots of happy pictures with her sisters, Liz and Anna. All of them were all smiles while gathering to celebrate the pregnancy. She expressed tearing up out of joy after finding out about becoming an aunt. Just like Trent and Amber, Emma too wants the little baby to call her Aunt Em. She is already looking forward to cherishing the baby with lots of love. At the same time, the young Johnston is ready to spoil, hug, babysit, and love her niece in the coming days. Are you excited for the upcoming season of the show, which will most likely feature Liz and Brice's pregnancy and parental duties? Let us know in the comments. Liz and Brice have been together for nearly 4 years. When their relationship solidified over the years, they began appearing on 7 Little Johnstons together to give people a better look at their bond. While they had to hit touch patches in between, they worked it all out. Now, one of the biggest news for the fan base has been that they are ready to become parents. Liz has been pregnant for a long time and finally told everyone about it in a recent post. Yet, her relationship with Brice remains unknown. That's because they had been sparking breakup rumors until recently. These days, many fans have been speculating that Liz and Brice already got married. People were shocked to hear about their life-changing event. Is that really the case? Liz Johnston was earlier a carefree teenager who started debuting on 7 Little Johnstons with her family. A lot has changed in these 8 years. All the siblings are growing elegantly into fine young adults, and Elizabeth is one of them. Over the years, viewers have loved her personality as she has transitioned into a responsible adult. In 2019, she met Brice. It happened when one of Liz's friends decided to send her on a blind date with him. Long story short, they hit it off. They have been inseparable ever since. So now it has been 4 long years since the couple has been together. After seeing how serious they are for each other, 7 Little Johnstons fans have suspected they will marry one another soon. But that hasn't happened yet. Liz did announce her pregnancy with Brice recently, yet they continue to be each other's boyfriend and girlfriend. Considering how strict Trent and Amber are, fans believe they might push the couple to get married before the baby's due date in fall 2023. But so far, they have not yet hinted whether they want to tie the knot or not. Liz and Brice have never hesitated to show their relationship on cameras. While their bond has mostly been good, that has not always been the case. In the last 7 Little Johnstons season, the couple butted heads while trying to figure out adulthood and moving in. So they decided to hold the moving in plan for a while. But now that a baby is on its way, Elizabeth and Brice might just consider doing so. At the same time, last year, the couple shared a wholesome photo shoot with each other. Both Liz and Brice looked very excited and happily in love. Some fans also spotted a ring on Liz's finger and wanted to ask if the photo shoot was in regard to their engagement. Well, both Liz and Brice refrained from answering these questions. Hence, there is no confirmation about their engagement either. Do you want to see Liz and Brice engaged and married before the baby arrives? Let us know in the comments.